Got the previous owner here working with Dad, trying to figure out an electrical issue.
12 yeah. And I didn't pay attention here, so I wired all this in. I don't know where the hell to hook up, and I don't want to hook up the feed off of some wire there and burn out the electronics.
A t-shirt in here.
Okay.
I'm here to give your dad shit
Yeah,
for painting this fucking thing black.
well, that's the customer. That's what they want.
When that fucking old set of Ford headlights were welded in here.
Oh, you know what? The nicest thing about those,
Yeah?
you could get your shadow.
Okay,
your
how
snowbank.
were you going to get into service it?
I crawled in through the front.
Because if these
Dad's
bolts
with the
happen to
previous
go
owner of
for
the
shit,
Johannesson Bombardier.
So I'd have to put that
He came in
together
for a
a few
visit.
times. Crawled in through the front.
This is what we do here. Put one of them in. And then this is covered, it's not open.
Yeah. Well, that's why I had it open, so I could crawl in here to work. Because I'd have to do work in here a few times.
Yeah. You didn't want to take a chance of putting a door in to service it.
I was, you know, for 30 years I was putting a door in and I never did.
And this is not mine either, this is somebody else's truck that, you know, they lost the caps over the
Oh,
shock.
yeah.
Hi, Kitty.
The one thing that I did good was put them longer shocks on.
Yeah.
They're sure smooth and go to ride.
Right here is the answer to that.
Yeah, I never seen this before.
That cuter's,
Well, what is this? That's not a shock,
it's a spring damper.
is it?
Yeah, they're hollow
Okay.
and they're turned down, eh? So when the thing hits bottom, this closes gently, eh?
Okay.
Makes a hell of a difference on steering and ride.
On your ride.
So, what's your main concern here with the Johannesson Bombardier and the former owner, and what?
Nothing.
Nothing, eh?
Everything's perfect.
Everything's perfect, eh?
Goddamn thing should have stayed with intake and carburetor. And if you
Yep.
want lots of power, put 4-barrel on.
Yep.
And put in a drop-in distributor.
I had a 4-barrel and a 360. The only problem I found that was bad about that is when you're not using it, the fucking thing would frost up and then flood. So I kept having trouble with it.
No, we know from experience, the choke has to be set right, the automatic choke. This is what we put in. Drops right in, one wire,
Shit, that's-
and the plug-in for your RPM gauge, and everything
No room
is
for
there.
that in my Bombardier because it's so tight against the
Pick all
firewall.
that shit out.
Too tight against the
No,
firewall.
no, you're wrong again. I'm gonna show you.
I'm wrong.
50 plus years of using Bombardiers and rebuilding them here, so glad he likes to have his visitors.
Well, I'd like to give the boys some fucking pointers so if they ever do it again, put a shim in behind the rad and leave the fucking motor away from the firewall. Christ almighty.
Oh God. I see you were smoking on your last video, so it's okay to
Yeah,
smoke.
yeah,
Go
yeah.
ahead. I can't think unless I'm smoking.
You got your return line, like, have you got an automatic switch to run from left to right tank?
Yeah.
Okay, then he realizes that he has to run his left tank first now, eh?
Yeah, well, look over here. I'll show you.
Because your return comes in here, right?
Yep. What we do is, you gotta keep thinking, eh?
Yeah,
See that?
yeah, this is shut off.
Yeah, well, then it's gotta draw off of that tank. The other one.
But he can't forget to run this tank first.
No, well.
No, to run that tank first.
Yeah, if he's that fucking stupid, he shouldn't have a Bombardier.
See, originally I had a switch on the dash. I can switch left tank or right tank.
What I liked about this bomb that was made here, when you put these two tanks in and then put that
I put that in.
fuel hose in there.
I put that in because of the return
Okay.
fuel coming into that
Okay.
tank. I didn't want to overfill it, eh?
Now you're out on the lake.
Yeah,
Eight
then
or
you have
10
to drain your tank to pull it out. I
And
know all
the
that.
belt goes there. Or
Yeah,
You need
no,
some.
yeah, I know.
Then,
Yeah, I would have got her done. I'm a fisherman.
holy Christ, these goddamn fishermen give me a headache.
Well, this thing served me well since 1994.
How many years did you own it?
Since 94. ago.
Okay. And you just
And
sold-
actually, your brother Jack is the one that wired it and put the the throttle setup
Okay.
on it. And Carnegie did the exhaust. And then since then, it's been various mechanics doing frickin' wiring on it. Finally, I got fed up, and the last time was I put a conduit up here.
Yeah.
So I had no wires freezing and getting pinched on the floor. Put it up there nice and dry, and then I had a mechanic wire it.
Is there any other fuses that you know of other than those
No,
there?
just whatever is plugged in is what's used.
Okay. And here's another thing I want to know. Like this, I had to stiffen this a bit because it's so rocky, eh?
They're cheap, goddamn.
But the plate there was not heavy enough either, but good enough.
You get a big arse sitting in there, it holds it down pretty good.
Okay. What possessed you to do this? This is another fisherman idea.
That's Eric wanted that?
Yeah.
He said something about that.
Well, you got a video. It's on the channel.
There. Who's that? You?
That's this one here.
Forgot to check ice?
No, my brother
Let's see.
went to head check the ice.
I'll just get in there real quick. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
That's why you check ice.
Well,
I know that.
that was lucky that it hung up.
Well, the bottom there, because I crossed the
Oh, oh.
reef. So
Oh,
the ass end was sitting on the bottom, thank
Oh.
God. My nephew was in there clawing at the door. I said, open the fucking door already.
You didn't mind that I took that shifter mechanism out and put that on
No.
there?
No. Did you do anything with this throttle? Or is it still the same way?
No, it's still the same way.
That was Jack's idea. Good work on, you know, this thing I put here,
Yeah.
because I ended up in the hospital, was 1 hour from being dead.
Tub slid ahead on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fucking crushed me into the original steering wheel. They got me into Health Science Center and they told me 1 more hour I was in cardiac arrest. They have to cut me open right from my rib cage to fix
This
me
is
up.
the one that I had to cut all the doors and get them
Yeah.
straight again.
Yeah.
Eh?
So we're just going to
You know
show
what I
that.
did wrong here?
This is what he put in for tub protection.
I welded
What did you take this motor out of?
that. I had originally bought that from Advix, rebuilt,
Oh,
and
Advic and Dauphin.
yeah, and right from day one, it would use oil about 1 liter a week. Couldn't figure it out. You couldn't smell it in exhaust, nothing. So I ended up buying a 318 from a crate engine from the States, and I pulled this 360 out, and my brother rebuilt the engine, so we took it apart in my garage, and what happened was the valve seals,
Yeah.
they didn't have the valve seals on the exhaust stem.
Oh,
So we redid the heads, we put new bearings in it, replaced one piston, put it all together, and then I had it for a spare. And then the 318 started giving me trouble, the rear seal went, so I figured, well, I gotta pull the engine, I want that 360 back. So I put that 360 back in. To the 318s, I've had 2 different 318s in here.
well, the only difference is a 1/4 inch of travel on the pistons.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's exactly the same. And if you put a aluminum intake in and a 600 4-barrel, you got all kinds of power.
Yeah.
But every move you make costs money, so
Yeah.
you gotta think. These guys are gonna be in for a rude awakening now that Shaver's done.
Yeah.